I am back. Okay. It's been it's been a week. Um I had some of my teeth pulled and I am still not fully healed. My teeth or my mouth hurts yet and still to this day. That was last week. Okay. So working has been interesting. So yeah, I know. I know. It's standing up. It's okay. Um but I'm back and I'm trying my best to just get through it. But on that note, let's do this. When I was younger, my mom would always tell me to be positive about situations, even though it may seem bleak, it may seem dark. Look for the positivity in everything. In every situation, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I promise you. With everything that's going on top of everything else that we have going on in our own personal lives, there is positivity in it because you learn from the situation, you take something from that situation to prepare yourself for the future so you know how to avoid the situation from happening again. Positivity is something that's not easy to have because of everything that goes on in our lives. But yet at the same time, you know, you have a new day. So look for that brighter day. Look for the light at the end of the tunnel. And I speak from experience because I know being positive in ugly situations is not something that we think about. We focus on the negative, which, it's human nature. It hands down, just human nature. So with that being said, look, start with the little things. Say, for instance, I don't know, you drop something, and you're just like, oh, great, I dropped it. Now I have to pick it up. Some people walk over it, they'll step right over it. If you drop something, you're like, okay, well, whatever, I'll pick it up later. But how I see it is it gives you a chance to bend. Say, for instance, hopefully you don't do this. You drop your phone and that's your phone. That's your means of communication. That's how you handle business on the go. You instantly bend down and pick it up and hope and pray to God it's not shattered. I know the feeling. Um, but the more positive you are, the better things will be. Like, I'm working on a few things and I have had a few setbacks, but it's okay because every day is a, a new chance to do something better. That is what I'm standing on, being positive. Look for the good in situations because Every situation is a learning experience. If you just focus on the negative, that's going to bring you down. Your day is going to be just torn apart, and you're not going to be happy. Now, take for instance me. Yes, I had my teeth yanked out of my head. Ow. Okay. Ow. Um, but the good thing is the pain isn't there. Well, the tooth pain is not there. My mouth is still healing because next week I have to go back and do it all over again. So this is not going to be fun. So pretty much I'm having the work done now so that way in my later years I won't have to have it done and it be in more pain. Though I will say this, ow, I should have been completely healed and all of that 72 hours later. Okay. I'm still healing. I'm still sore. Talking hurts. Okay. I cannot open my mouth to eat. Okay. My face swells up. I look like a chipmunk, a squirrel, whichever you want to call it. That's what I look like. Um, it is affecting this side. Oh my God, I'm missing my bracelet. Oh no. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Fiasco already. Um, for some reason, this bracelet always wants to come off while I'm asleep. I don't know why. Okay, so I just went blank. Oh, like the left side gets so swollen, talking almost becomes like non-existent. Um, brushing my teeth hurts. I feel the pain from right here, wait, from here back down all the way to here. And now I'm starting to feel it here. And my throat is so sore. Um, but again, the positivity of the situation. I don't have to do it later. Yes, I have to have the right side done. I'm dreading it. Okay? Dreading it. Do I want to do it? Oops. No. But, sorry, I've got my sister in my ear. Um, but positivity is key. And like I always say, even if you have to go sit in your closet, I'm not doing it. Okay, I'm not doing it. I'm not. Right. Who literally walks their dog with a mask on? Listen, Let me touch on this for a second, okay? I'm going to touch on this for a second. I personally, when I walk out of my home, I do not have a mask on, okay? Nobody I know of walks out of their house with a mask on. Nobody I know drives with their mask on, okay? I get it. Being around people, you know, we have to wear a mask. The masks that I have make me look like, I don't know if anybody remembers Street Fighter EX plus Alpha. Okay, with D Dark, I have a mask that makes me look like him. And then the other mask I have makes me look like Sub Zero. So they fit my mood. I don't know what you want me to do. Um, but back to the positivity. That was hilarious. Um, there are some things that took place with me recently, and I was only looking at the negative. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the comments. Not a hot mess. Shit. Okay, but stay positive because, focusing on the negative, it makes things worse. Trust me. I've had things go on with me in the past month that, it really had me down. But I have to remember, look how far you've come. You look for the positive in everything. If you can. I know it's hard. I know. Personally speaking, I know it's hard. But the more positivity you exude, the positive will come back to you. I speak from experience. Like this morning, I was awake at 3 a.m. Okay? I couldn't go back to sleep. My stomach was hurting. I mean, it literally felt like my intestines were being ripped out of me. I stayed awake, and it's now 7:33 Pacific time, and I'm already feeling drained. I have to go to work today and work a full shift. Okay? Am I excited about that? No. But the positive in that is that I know I'll be able to do my job and help somebody, help people. That's what I do. But between the pain, the lack of sleep, we're just going to bow our heads and pray. Ramen. Okay? So I'm not enthused. I'm not amused. But remaining positive is difficult. I know it's easier said than done. But that's just something that we have to do. In order for us to get out of a situation and take something from that situation and use it as our knowledge for the future to avoid that situation again, we have to go through it and also look at the positive, because the positive is you're taking something from that situation, you're learning from it, so as you're moving on, you won't do it again. I'm a living witness. Okay? Do I want to admit it? No. Will I admit it? Absolutely. Why? Because I'm human. Because it's the truth. It's a fact. Look back over everything that has happened. Look, I don't even want you to go back to the start of your life. Look at the previous 6 months. Look at what happened. Take a look at what happened. And you can see how it was positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Okay? That's a part of life. But don't let the negativity keep you in a place where you are just done. You don't have any faith in anything. You don't have, you know, positive vibes. You don't take care of yourself. That was me. Okay? Because I was too busy giving. Okay? I was too busy giving. But when you give of yourself and you don't take care of yourself and you don't have anything positive to give back to yourself, it's draining. You will stay in a constant depression, sadness. You'll always keep repeating everything in your mind. Let it go. And I speak from experience. Everything I'm saying, I speak from experience. I have a really hard time letting anything go. I do. I have a legit hard time of letting things go. My brother tells me it's not that serious, just let it go. Me, my mind is like a vault. Okay? I'm a vault. My mind is a legit vault. I don't forget anything. And the sad thing is, I can go back 6 months and tell you exactly what you said. But instead of me letting it go, I hold on to it. Okay? So don't focus on the negative. The negativity is it eats at you. It literally eats at you. I know that for a fact. I know it personally because that was me. Everything was eating at me. I allowed so much to eat at me. And it turned me into a person that honestly did not care about anything or anyone. And that's not something I want for any of you. It is not good. It's not. So, you know, I know it's hard. I know it is. Start with something small. Look at something that makes you smile. Look at, your kids. I know some of the kids may or may not be back in school, and they're probably driving up one wall and down the other. But sit back and just look at your kids, and you'll see a part of you in them. Negativity is strong, it is real, it is there. It bounces off the walls in your home. Trust me, I've been there recently. I've been there. It got so bad in my house, I literally had to get dressed and leave. I had to get dressed and leave. I couldn't take it. And it was my own negativity. You have to let go of it. If you have to write everything down and take it outside and burn it, do it. If you feel like you want to write everything down and submerge it in water, do it. Let it go. The best way to get something out of you and to let go of it is to write it down and burn it. Please, before you do that, please don't do it on a windy day. Okay? Don't do it on a windy day. Okay? Get a some type of pie pan or something that won't burn, won't melt. Put it in there, not on a windy day. Burn it. Let it go. Stop holding on to the negativity. You're not doing anything to that person or situation by holding on to the negativity. They're not being harmed by it. They're not being bothered by it. It's not affecting them. Why? Because they don't care. We do. We are the ones that care. We are the ones that are holding on to that we are the ones holding on to that negativity. That is hurting us. It stresses us out. It annoys us. It irritates us. It makes us angry. Let it go. People will only do to you what you allow them to do. That's why I choose not to engage in the mess. If somebody wants to start an argument with me through text, I'm not engaging with you. Okay? You have to let it go. Don't do it for them. Do it for you. And what I've noticed is when you let things go and you see that person again, you can look at them and say, and keep it moving. You don't have to let them affect you. Yes, they may affect you in the moment, but don't lower yourself to their level. Don't engage. Say, okay, thank you, and go on about your day. I know it sounds so simple because a lot of us, me included, I will argue with you, but I will not yell. I will not elevate my volume. I will not drop, well, I will drop my tone, but I'm not going to talk over you. Nobody is worth my health. Nobody. Put yourself first. Be positive. Positivity is something that everybody needs more of. We're sitting there and we're dwelling on what we don't have, but look around. You have what you need. You have your health, you have your home, you have your job, you have your safety, your security. You have what you need. You have your family. Granted, I know some people don't have their jobs, their homes, or their families. But here's the thing. You still have a fighting chance. It's not easy. I know it's not easy. Sorry, my tongue hurts. Like back here, my tongue hurts. And I have to go to work. Okay. I know it's not easy. And it, like everyone says, nothing in life worth having is free or easy. I understand that now. And that doesn't just stop with materialistic things. That's not where it stops. it also means within us the positivity. Now, I'm saying positivity. I'm not saying forgiveness. That's what I'm not saying. Why? Because the people that have wronged me in the past, I'm not forgiving them. I have dismissed them. That's what I do. I'm not going to sit here and pray against you. I'm not going to sit here and wish bad, wish ill. No, I'm just going to dismiss you. Like Shawnee O'Neal said to Brandy Maxfield, Basketball Wives, thank you for your services. That's how I am now. I'm not. I'm not. I can't keep allowing people to change me and take my positivity away from me. I've got a life to live, and I have to live my life as positive as I can. And I'm not saying I'm going to walk around with this Kool-Aid grin on my face all day, every day. Oh, look at the sun. Oh, look at the birds. Oh, look at the wind. Oh, it's, you know, look at the dog. That's not me. But when I say positivity, look for the good in things. It doesn't say turn into a hippie. Now, for those of you that have parents that were hippies, I tip my hat to you. I couldn't do it. Though I can be a free spirit at times. But those times are not now. Okay. So start out with something small. For me, even though I've had my car for some years, I love my car. I'm thankful for my car. I'll go outside and I'll look at my car and I'll smile. I do that because that's something that I enjoy. I enjoy my car. Not only because it's mine, but because I got it. I paid for it. That is something that I'm proud of. I don't care who doesn't like it. My car is paid for. It's mine. If you don't like it, I didn't get it for you. I didn't get it to impress you. What I do is for me. I spend time with my family because that is my family. My mom and my brother are so positive. And then sometimes when I'm in a bad mood and I hear how happy and positive they are, I'm sitting there on the couch like, can y'all shut up? Mm. But I understand it because the positivity circulates. If you put out good, you get good. It's doing this. This is what positivity does. It's doing this. Okay? It's it's called good karma. Okay? And that's why I have opted to not engage in the BS with people. No arguments, well, I'll debate with you all freaking day. I will debate with you. Will I argue with you? No. No. I'm not going to argue with you about the past. I'm not going to argue with you about your situation. I'm not going to argue with you about finances. I'm not going to argue with you regarding anything. You have the way you think, you feel the way you feel. Congratulations. That's not what I am. That's not my thing. That's not how I feel. That's not how I think. So what we're going to do, we're going to agree to disagree. And then we're going to call it a day and keep it moving. Okay? So with that, thank you. Um, but start off with something small. Be as positive as you can today. Don't let anybody come to you and disrupt your mood. Don't let anybody come and disrupt your vibes. Don't let anybody disrupt your chakra. Okay? Don't engage. Just don't engage. The less you engage, the more peace you'll have within. You'll have less headaches. Your blood pressure will be low. Okay? So, you'll be happier. You'll be at peace. Like me. What I did when somebody started irritating me last night, I went into their text thread and I slid it over and I hit mute. I know I probably have a novel from this person. I'm not engaging. I'm not. What's the point? You wanna argue with somebody about something that has nothing to do with me. Argue with someone else about it. At this point, for all I care, you can argue with a wall. I'm not going to argue with you. Do I still have that fire in me? Of course I do. That's that's not going anywhere. I have a mouth. Trust me, I have a mouth. I do have a short fuse. I'm working on that. It's not easy. Okay? It's not easy. But I said that to say this. It is okay to stay with yourself. It is okay to be positive. You don't always have to be negative. Sorry. But try to be as positive as you can. Okay? Positivity and good karma. Balance yourself. I meditate. I fall asleep at night most nights listening to the chakra cleansing because I know my chakras are like, dude, what's going on here? I know that. And that's something I'm working on. I'm working on finding my peace. While I'm working on trying to find my peace, I still have to maintain who I am. So, what I'm basically saying is, you're here. Evolve. The way you can evolve is changing how you go about things. Yes, we're in a situation. We're on the inside looking in. Or we're on the inside looking at the whole situation. Step out of it and be on the outside looking in. But when somebody's coming to you with a mess, don't argue, don't yell. You can look at them, you can listen to them, and then once they're done, say thank you and walk away. I know it sounds stupid. I know it sounds retarded, but it's keeping you from elevating your blood pressure and getting a headache. It is protecting your energy. It is protecting your positivity. If someone is not happy and they just look for somebody to argue with or someone to blame, don't engage. I've said this many times during a conversation on my phone. I said, okay, I can see you're not in too good of a mood. I'm sorry about that. But, you know, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. And when you're in a better mood, feel free to call me back because I'm not going to engage in that. I'm not going to validate that. I can't validate somebody's negativity when the negativity is being driven from something I have no control over. Validating somebody's negativity is going to affect your positivity. Don't validate the negativity and expect your positivity to stay at the same level. Because the more you engage with it, your positivity is dropping. Don't let anybody do that to you. And I learned that from my mom. Because sometimes when we argue, my negativity is so strong, I can literally physically see my mom's frustration rapidly rising. And she'll get to a certain point where she will not continue to engage. And at first, that used to make me angry. But now I get it. What am I engaging for? This is how you feel. This is what you think. This is yours. It is not mine. That's what I have come to understand since being awake at 3 o'clock this morning. That's your mood. That's your feeling. That's your thought. That is you. Yours is not mine. My feelings are mine. My emotions are mine. My thought process is mine. I hear you. But what you're saying and feeling and thinking is not mine. So I can't engage with someone when they want to have an argument or they're placing blame, they're angry, or whatever the case may be. You can't continue to have positive vibes when you're constantly arguing and fighting with somebody. Your positivity drops. So if you have a negative person around you constantly, it could be a family member, it could be boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever the case may be, and they're constantly negative, and you notice how your energy is always low, you're always frustrated, and you can't see the positive in your own space, remove them. Now, if you're married, I'm not saying move out. I'm not saying that. Okay? What I'm saying is separate yourself from the negativity. Hear your spouse, but don't engage. Don't engage. Hear them. Hear them. Listen. Okay? Shut your mouth and open your ears. Listen. And what you can say is, I hear you. I hear you. Give me some time. Let me process this and let me get back to you. No argument from you. Your positivity stays above the halfway mark. You don't have a headache. Your blood pressure isn't high and you're not angry. The less you say, the less you say, I'm trying to get my words together. The less you say is better for you and your positivity. That is your space. So they're going at you. They're just going. Hear them. Listen. It's perfectly fine to hear and listen, but don't engage. Just tell them, let me take what you said, give me some time, let me process it, and I'll get back to you. But don't make them wait all day, a week. No. 30 minutes. Process it. Okay? And don't hear what you want to hear. Hear what they're saying. Process it, but don't engage. Engaging in an argument is fueling their anger, is fueling their negativity because you're responding to them and talking over them. When somebody is in a negative mood and they're trying to argue with you, they're trying to pull you into them to make themselves feel better. Don't let it happen. Don't engage. Hear them and then say, I heard you. I hear you. I'll get back to you. The less you engage in the negativity, the higher your positivity will be, the happier you will be. I promise you. If you can't remove the negative person, do so. You're not married. Now, if you're living together, that's going to be a sticky situation. Thank you. Um, but it's the truth. Okay? It's the truth. You have to preserve your positivity. You have to preserve you. You have to. Because you only get one you. If you're if you don't preserve you and protect you and your positivity, nobody else will. Okay? Nobody. No one can protect you like you can protect you. Nobody will ever, ever, and I've said this before in a previous video, nobody will ever love you the way you love you. But here's the thing, if you don't love yourself enough to value yourself, your chakras are unbalanced and you have very little positivity. You have to build yourself up from within. I've said this on a previous video. Build yourself up from within. Love yourself. Protect who you are. Don't let someone else's negativity take your positivity away from you and wear you down. Don't engage in an argument with somebody just because they want to draw you into them. Them drawing you into them is fueling them to make them feel better. Don't do it. Don't engage. Hear them. Protect your positivity. You can get back to them with a response, but talking over them is exactly what they want you to do. Don't do it. Protect your positivity. Protect yourself.